After graduating, I've looked back at the memories that I've had, and one of the most painful memories I had was playing Jak II, the sequel to the successful Jak and Daxter: The Precursor Legacy. But under all of that, is it a horrible mess? Or does it succeed in all expectations? Well, that's what I'm here for. Let's take a look.
Such great ordeal. Yet the hero it created was a champion for all time.
Jak, Daxter, Samos, and Kira demonstrate the Rift Rider and the Precursor Rift Gate that they found in the previous game. When activated, the Rift opens a portal and a large ominous atmosphere and a monster appears. Jak launches the Rider through the gate, past the monster. Jak and Daxter, separated from Kira and Samos, arrive at the segregated dystopia known as Haven City. Jak is arrested by the Crimson Guard and thrown into prison, where he becomes a test subject for dark eco experiments by Baron Praxis. Daxter frees Jak, but not without finding out that his friend drastically changed. They escape and teams up with a group of underground rebels, as they plan not only to get revenge on the Baron, but also stop the Metalhead invasion and overthrow the Baron and put the true heir back on the throne. Overall, I really like this story, as it's dark, gripping, and overall very well told.
I'd like to give him a touching moment.
Leaving city safe zone.
Jak II, when compared to the Precursor Legacy, is completely different. Jak II plays as a sandbox platformer, kinda like Grand Theft Auto, where Jak and Daxter explore Haven City and meets up with supporting characters who gives them missions to complete, which serves as a replacement for the previous game's Power Cell collection gameplay. Jak can travel through the large city using hover vehicles and a jetboard which allows him to hover across water and grind on rails. The Eco Powers has been replaced with a morph gun, a multi-purpose firearm. Jak will get various new gun mods for the gun as they play through the game. Scatter Gun, which is for close-range fighting, Blaster for long-range fighting, Vulcan Fury, which functions the same as the Blaster, but with much greater rate of fire, and Peacemaker, which fires charged blast of energy and is extremely powerful. The biggest addition is Jak can transform into a darker version of himself known as Dark Jak. By killing enemies for Dark Eco, in this form, his melee attacks become more powerful, but he loses the ability to use the morph gun. By collecting Metalhead Skull Gems gained by killing Metalheads, Jak can gain additional abilities for his dark form from the Oracle. The Precursor Orbs return, but they're a lot trickier to find, as they act as unlocking features in the secrets menu. I have only two problems with the gameplay. One is Dark Jak's execution. I just didn't get the feel of truly unleashing Dark Jak. The main problem I had was to wait until the Dark Eco gauge is filled to unleash him, and when I do, he has a limited time, even if he doesn't use any of the powers. Even doing nothing will waste time, and when he's low on health, he reverts back to his normal self. That I can't understand. But I think it should have needed a bit more work. But the number one complaint I have with this, and I'm sure others will agree, is the difficulty. I said it. Jak II has quite possibly the most unforgivable difficulty ever. The missions in this were absolutely brutal, and that's either because of brutal design, tough enemies, and a horde of them sometimes. And not to forget, Jak's health takes 4 hits out of 8 hit points. I like challenge, but this game was fucking brutal. This game got on my nerves every time I played it. It frustrated me to death.
This guy is unfucking believable.
But aside from that, the gameplay is very frustrating, but rather enjoyable. Goddamn difficulty!
Easy for you to say.
Unlike the Precursor Legacy, Jak II's design is darker, dirtier, and just overall the polar opposite. But in areas like Haven Forest and the Mountain Temple, the environments does remind me of the environments of Precursor Legacy. But when in Haven, the area looks very gloomy and depressing. But then again, this is a dark game, so it won't lose any points.
This place has too much excitement. We need to move back to the country.
I will say that the music is very catchy and enjoyable, and I can't really say much. Here are some of my favorites. As for effects, nothing special, but I will say that the jumping sound effect has changed. Here's a comparison. I will say is, man, has the voice acting changed. Daxter, still voiced by Max Casella, has changed in terms of his wise-ass remarks.
And of course, weapons more lethal than your ever so tiny whiteys on a hot summer day. Look, Donut Hole, why don't we float around here looking hot and heavy, and you go roto-root the pipes?
Most of the voice acting has matured more than the precursor legacy.
Questions like that could get a person killed, eh?
I shouldn't be surprised. I've seen his evil before.
The biggest addition in terms of voice is Jak, voiced by Mike Irwin. Unlike the first game where he doesn't speak, or when he tries, Daxter interrupted him, this one Jak speaks and actually sounds very badass.
That's fine. I want the Baron to know that it's me who's hurting him.
So the voices are great, the music is good, and the sounds, nothing special.
Danger. Warhead detonation imminent. Evacuating room.
Overall, if you can overlook some of the faults this game has, goddamn difficulty! Then you find a really good game. The controls are smooth, the gameplay for the most part is really good, however the high difficulty will frustrate the experience, and hurts the game a bit. But, it is a really good game. I will not lie.
You can count on us.
So in the end, I give Jak II 8.9 out of 10.
Chaos Blast!